C.
And I'm T.
And we are Creating Curiosity. We're hoping to have you join us on some adventures to create some curiosity about new people, places, and experiences where an adventure is always waiting. If you're curious about exploring life under the sea, but you are a bit concerned about going on a submarine, you can go on a glass-bottom semi-submersible craft, and you're able to go and look at all of the fish, all of the coral, and everything else that there is under the sea without that claustrophobic feeling. This was a great way to start our excursion in an air-conditioned semi-sub, and we were able to also get out of the sun for a little bit of time before we moved on to the wildlife park. After a short bus ride, we were greeted by this crazy little fellow who was one of the free-ranging monkeys at the park where we visited. He was keeping an eye on what was going on and being very mischievous. Before we were permitted in to spend some time with those monkeys, we were introduced to the macaws and were given instructions on how to interact with them, only to hold them when the handlers put them on our arms or on our heads.
She could be petted, but she could fly. She could go in the wall, anyone could see them, they could be catching them and be taking them from us. We could pet them, because we see them and train them. But if you try to pet her, she will bite, and she could bite 2,000 pounds of pressure. I could put it around your ear, the shoulder, your arm, but once you do not try to pet her.
And then it was our turn to interact with the birds. I am very nervous about having this guy on my head. He was a lot heavier than you might imagine, and after being instructed on how they can bite, that was a little nerve-wracking. But shortly thereafter, we were permitted into the pen with the monkeys that are not allowed to free roam because they're a little too mischievous. The handlers here did a very great job trying to get everyone to interact with the monkeys and have them approach them. If there was an individual like the little kids where the monkeys were not going near them, they would place little bits of food in their hair to attract them, which was really effective, and the kids really enjoyed it. T had no problem attracting the monkeys. They were very specific that men who have pomade or any sort of gel in their hair, the monkeys tend to like those smells, so they tend to be attracted and will jump right on top of you. And T got a lot of attention from many of the monkeys crawling all over him. If you really enjoy animals and are open to those experiences, this is a great excursion for you. You can tell the little boy here was not having the best time of his life, but if you are one of those people who just cannot wait to get involved with the animals and be hands-on, this is awesome. Because then you get to hold these little guys. This is Flash. Sloths are actually incredibly lightweight, and we were not prepared for that the first time we held them. Unfortunately, after this trip, we were informed that holding the sloths in Honduras is now becoming illegal. We quickly returned to port this day and saw Jewel of the Seas was also in port, but we were on our way to a new restaurant, 150 Central Park. Although this was my 10th cruise, it was the first time that we have gone to this restaurant. Had a Caesar salad and also an organic beetroot salad, which was absolutely amazing. I would have never thought to order that. We both had the beef tenderloin that came with some mashed potatoes and a broccolini. Dessert at this restaurant was a whole nother level. We had the peanut butter chocolate tart, which you can see has a sorbet, a blackcurrant sorbet on top, but this was not even close to matching the fried cheesecake with ice cream and the caramel popcorn on top. Absolutely amazing. We met this little guy as we were changing quickly for the ice show for the night.
The hardy Parisians are embracing the coldest winter in history, and they are partying and they are enjoying the frozen river Seine, even going so far as conducting a romantic wedding. Let us now embark together on our own story of love and adventure that will take us beyond the limitations of time and space.
As a figure skater in my youth, I have the utmost respect for all of these athletes. They are working in incredibly challenging conditions. They never know when a wave is going to come by and rock the boat one way or another. So it is just absolutely amazing the things that they are able to do in those conditions when they just don't know what the next move is going to be. I think it's really easy to forget how difficult some of this can be. They are doing all of the things that a theater would be doing on land with the lights and the music and the sounds and everything else, the costume changes, and just all of the imagery that's involved in it. They're rolling around on this giant wheel, something that I can't even imagine doing on land, much less on ice in the middle of the ocean. And I think it's just really cool that they're able to put all this together, and Royal Caribbean just does such a great job at training their performers and making sure that they are up for the task of putting on the show every night. This is a rather lengthy clip, but can we just give this guy some props for the amount of core strength and balance that he has to have to be able to pull off some of these moves. It was really incredible, and there's only a little bit of it included here to see the real show. It is just absolutely amazing. And we wrap up with the grand finale, and all of these performers deserve all of the applause they get at the end, and we'll be on to the Love and Marriage game show. If you have never been to the Love and Marriage game show, it is a fan favorite. They look for a couple married the longest, a couple married just a few days, and a midly-wed couple. And it is an adults-only show, but it is hilarious. Thanks for joining us for a really busy day today, guys. We have done a lot. We started with the animals in the morning, and then we went to a specialty dining experience, enjoyed the ice show, and ended up with the Love and Marriage game show. So I think this is where we'll leave you. Goodbye from Studio B. Stay curious.